Hi guys, welcome to another Craft With Me video. Welcome if you are new here and welcome back if you're returning. Today's video we are going to be picking the papers or pages that we will put into this McCall's journal. The base I made a while ago. It was made out of a envelope, and then I used a McCall's sewing pattern packet on the outside and the front cover and the back cover. This will be a single signature journal. This pattern was from 1981. I don't think you'll be able to see that, but it's very hard. And on the inside, what I did was I just used a sewing pattern. I don't know if it was the same one. Yeah, it is 7748, and this is 7748. So this was the sewing pattern that came in this. And then I just sewed all the way around. And I also sewed in the middle. And that was just so that I can grab a little bit extra security. So yeah, I will do another video. I've done them in the past. I will link one of the ones that I had. I think I've done a video where I showed how I made these out of using a folder, or an envelope. It was one of those large envelopes, but I can show it again. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I have a bunch of papers here picked out that I want to kind of go through and see. And yeah, I think I measured 7.5 by, really it doesn't matter this way because I don't have any papers that are too long for this, because I think that it's a little bit wide. It's about 6.25 inches wide, and it's about 8.25 inches in height. So I like to leave room. So that's what we're going to do. All right, let's go ahead and put that to the side. Let me go through some of the stuff that I have here. Here I have just some packing paper that I received in a package, and it has the little white polka dots. So I thought that would be good to have in there as a page. I have these pieces of collage, or they could be large journaling cards. So it was a book page that I collaged scrap papers or pieces of paper on. And then I did back this one with avocado paper. And I actually have three of them that I want to use. So this one actually I used a sewing pattern. Oh, see, okay, so here's the book page. And I just collaged the front of it. So this one, maybe, I'm trying to think through. This one's the same way, where is this upside down? No, let's go this way. Okay, it doesn't matter. So I used book pages, and then I just collaged on one front of it. So two of them, maybe we'll just do like a book plate on the page and make it a pocket or something. And then maybe this one we'll just use as a journaling, as like a giant journaling card that's either paper clipped in or in a tuck spot somewhere. Coffee filter, I don't know. I think this one I'm going to do like a pocket. So I'm going to fold it and do like a corner pocket or an up tuck, one of the two. I'm probably going to do the same with these. I don't know yet. I just grabbed them. These are from a different sewing packet. This was from 6973. It was McCall's as well, but it's the sewing directions that come in it. So I'm going to potentially use these two as pages as well. So you know how the sheet is really large, so I just cut it up. This is a page, again, it was a book, 2 book pages that I then joined together with some scrap paper, and I gessoed, and then I collaged this. I did this a very long time ago. I collaged, I decoupaged, sorry, some flower cutouts from a napkin. And then on this side of it, I just collaged. So I think these are really cool. This might be like the center of my signature in the book. Paper doily, oval size, oval shape. I have some music sheets. I have avocado and coffee dyed paper. Sorry, I'm trying just to keep everything avocado and copy dyed paper. You know I like to keep writing spots available. So I don't know if we're going to use all this. I just grabbed a bunch of stuff. This is a piece of a vintage National Geographic's map. 1930s dictionary page. I've used this in many of journals. This was a, what was a magazine called? Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. It's the sewing magazine. Oh, does it say at the bottom? Hold on, let me see if I can find it at the bottom. Work Basket. That's right. Work Basket 1969, May 1969. So I grabbed 2 pages from there. I thought maybe I can just keep them in as full pages like this. I may have to maybe reinforce the spines of these a little bit just to make sure if I'm going to use them like this. This is just a music sheet, music paper to do, music. So it does come like this, but I'm not sure if how I'm gonna use it yet. This is a vintage arithmetic book, pages. Again, I just grabbed a few things. This is regular lined paper, not copy dyed or anything. This is a large glassine bag. 1930s dictionary, 1960s dictionary pages. Just grabbed 2 of those, and I have cut off because they were sewn in, so they had the little dots from where it was sewn in. This is like construction paper that I picked up a while ago. But I thought if I did this, right, if I used this page here, I would have to cut it down a little bit. But like one of these, hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, all right, hold on. All right, so like if I folded this in half, which I will eventually fold it in half, right? I just don't have anything folded just yet. And then I did this right here. It adds a little bit of something to the page. Plus it also give me, I can make it a pocket if I wanted to. So that's what I was thinking. This is a reproduction invoice. These are pretty cool. I like to add these to my journals, either as pages or potentially as like little tuck spots or in pockets. And these are just 2 floral pages from a floral book. Again, I just feel like I'd like to add some of these as well. So I know, again, I've mentioned this before. Some people don't like the super shiny, but I can sand it down a little bit to take away the shine slightly, but that doesn't necessarily bother me in the least bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and just start folding our pages in half and seeing how this is going to play out. How are you guys today? How are you guys doing? Today is a Saturday for me. I hope that you are enjoying and crafting. So I'm just going to fold them the way that I want to use them, and then we'll go and cut them. For like example, I know this one's going to have to be cut because the height of this one is like 9 inches. So, and I said I think I needed 7.5 at most. So yeah, we'll cut them later. And all these that are going to be extra that I know I don't need to cut, I'm just going to move them over here. Okay. See, ones like this, I like to, we will fold it up like this because I want to keep it like this versus doing it the other way. It also gives me the opportunity to have different size papers in the journal. I could do one in each though. So I can do one like this, and then maybe this one I will do like this. I don't know if I'm going to use all these. Again, I just pulled out a bunch of them. Let me ask you guys a question. How many pages do you guys usually put in a single signature journal? How many pages? And do you count, like if I put a doily in, do you count that as a page? Or if I put like a coffee filter, do you count that as a page? Or do you count that as, or like this large glassine bag? Or do you only count like true pages that are like true pages? Let me know. So this, for example, I will probably do. So the lined paper, I've said it before, I don't like putting it in like this personally, like folding it this way. I don't like the lines going up and down. I like the lines being like this so that you can write on them. So I will do it like this. And what we'll do is we'll probably cut one in half to give us smaller pieces. Because again, it's good to have a variety of sizes. You don't have to, but it's nice to have it. And then we will keep one long and we will just cut off the excess. Yeah? Okay. You all following what I'm saying? I hope so. And usually when I cut off the excess amount, I cut off like this big part at the top. So that just like I don't know. These are kind of, I don't know. We'll see. I feel like these are fragile. Are these gonna, yeah. We might not use these because you can see that it just, all I did was barely, I folded it and then I just barely pulled it and they cut in half. So we're not going to use these. I will use these to collage because obviously, yeah, it was a very old arithmetic book. So I will just use them to collage. And I know I could have probably put washi tape, but I'd rather just not. So this one, I don't know if I want the full page, like the double page. So we're going to just go ahead and cut it. And then I do want to do this because of the lines. I don't do it always, but sometimes, yes. And again, we'll cut everything down. So that one we will put away. These two, again, I want to put some washi tape on them. So I'm going to put some washi tape on the outside and the inside just for security. I will do that in a little bit. This is that. And this one, there's a good chance that we will. This isn't very brittle too. It's not brittle actually. This one is very old page. So usually what I do is I add like, for a sewing journal, I'll add like the tissue paper. I will decoupage it down. And then I will decoupage like something else here or stencil or something to that extent. And then I will sew around but I won't add any pockets or anything heavy that will cause the page to potentially rip. It's just what I do. That's the map. Okay, and these are just the coffee dyed pages. I love how this pan that I have does this sometimes. It doesn't do it always, but sometimes. These are avocado dyed. This is typewriter paper. It's much thinner than the copy paper. And then this is typewriter paper too. The first two were regular copy paper. Are you guys working on any specific projects? Let me know down in the comments. Who remembers MASH? Song from MASH. Yes. A little bit of tape residue here. How about that? This is 1970s. Oh, it actually has a lot of tape residue there. Through early morning fog I see visions of the things to be, the pains that are withheld for me. I realize and I can see that that's the end of the song. Because I don't know where the other page is. So you get a fraction of the MASH song. This is not the continuation. This is from another book page. I mean, from another book. Okay. So we have those. We have this one. And then we have this, which they were just going to cut, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be the full page. Let's try to make a somewhat straight cut. I can't even get the paper straight, for gosh sake. Okay, that's good enough. I have not tons, but I have a decent amount of this, and I just want to start using it. I need to, as most of us do, I think. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I should just speak for myself. I really need to start using what I have for reals. Oh my gosh. You just can't cut straight, can you? I just want to cut off this part right here. Make it somewhat straight. Okay. And again, I realize it's not going to be a full page, but like I said, and then here I can collage something, and then there's writing spots in the inside. I love it. We're going to cut this one too, just to be ready if we want to use another piece of it. Okay. This one has some holes in it, so. Oh, okay. All right, well, this one's going to be used for collaging because you saw what just happened. Actually, I mean, I could use, no, just use it for collaging, Paula. My goodness. All right, so I have, hold on, I'll show you guys. This would be good because I am going to work on some collaging. I will do a video of that. So this is my scrap bag, folder, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure people have boxes and stuff. I try not to. Honestly, I've gotten recently to a point where I can't keep everything. If the piece is super small, I've got to let it go. So, or do something with it. Don't keep holding on to it. All right. Now let me think. So our cover, okay, so we got our papers. Hopefully you guys are still with me. Our cover, here's our cover. So it's like a red cream, right? Yeah. So I don't want to pick a washi tape that's going to like stand out too much. Again, that's just me, my personal preference. So let's see. I have these. Maybe I'll just use these. I believe this set here I actually did pick up from, oh, that's a nice one too. I did pick this up from Temu. Temu. So yes. All right, let's go ahead and find the, oh, I have not used these particular ones yet. I have used some in that set, but oh, apologize for the dog. She's a little crazy. Okay. Oh, geez. Now, do I probably need on the inside too? I probably don't. Do you think I do? Is the outside enough to give it the stability that we're looking for? I don't know. Is it? I think so. I think we're good. I think I'm good with that. Okay. And then this one, I will just do, I'm going to do this one on the inside. My goodness gracious. Okay. So that gives it a little bit of stability. We did one on the inside, one on the outside. I don't know if we're going to use both pages. I will use them somewhere else. If not, no big deal. Oh my goodness gracious. This thing wants to fight with me. Is this supposed to fit in here? What in the world? Did I do it wrong? I don't think that's supposed to fit in there. Oh, hold on. Okay. There, okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right, guys. So just a recap, we will reconvene on the next video if I come back with, actually, let's do this one together. Let's do this whole one together. I know we didn't do the cover together, but from this point on, let's go ahead and try to do it together. So we have our papers picked out and folded. So in the next video, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and cut them up. We might have more than what we need here, but we will figure that out. We will cut them up, and then we will start to maybe decorate some of the ones that I like to decorate before we actually sew the signature in. For example, like I like to, if I'm going to decoupage anything, I like to do it before I sew it in, because it just makes more sense to me. If I'm going to do a pocket with this, for example, with this coffee filter, I would do this right here, right? And let's see, I'm going to use the music sheet. So we're going to find my music sheet here. We're going to do this one right here. And I'm going to make it a pocket right here. And so what I like to do, again, before I sew the signature in, is I'm going to go and I'm going to sew a stitch right here. And then we have 2 pockets right here and 2 pockets right here. So we'll do that on the next video. And yeah, so if you want to craft along with me, then get your papers to this point, and then I will see you on the next video. Thanks guys for hanging out with me on this craft with me as we work through a sewing themed junk journal. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.